limited will only go to 4 meter band, 70 band. So that one over there, that will be 267 centimeters. What's the stuff? 144 megahertz band and 430 megahertz band. It depends what you want. There are band that is generally used for or if you're really into it, and got some fancy metal work, then you can either use satellite communication or even bounce the signals off the model. Yeah, you've got to put it bounce on. Yeah. So, first of all, you've got box. That's that one that does everything that's on there. I mean, it's very similar radio. And again, with this one, you just don't get the access bands, which for a lot of people, they're not bothered about. So that's it. So if you're starting from short play,
Hello. Right, so let's move around. Right, so we're about to go live. Just check the audio if that's okay. If you could leave a message, that would be superb. Oh, there we go. Hi to Paul. And I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to go and get my glasses because I'm not, I'm not going to struggle. I'm not going to struggle this week. Hold on a sec. There we go. Hopefully now I can read them. Hopefully now I can read the messages. All right. Hello, Tim. How are you? Hi to Gaz as well. Good to see you earlier. Let's just press the rest of these. Who have I missed? Hi to Paddy. Thanks for the email earlier. Okay, someone's looking to get a 7300. Wants to trade an ELAD FDM Duo. If you email me at tony@hamradio.co.uk and I'll give you a call after the broadcast. That's not a problem. So I can finally see the messages. Hi, Terry. Going to be a fairly short one, 10, 20 minutes maybe today because we're a little bit pushed today when it comes to getting through all the orders, which is good. I'm not going to complain about that. It would be nice to be down by the river, that's for sure. And Dan, if you are watching, I know you was in the pub earlier, so enjoy the beer garden. Enjoy the beer garden. So this week I'm going to go through a couple of antennas basically. So the Alpha Delta range of antennas. So it's coming to that kind of time of the year, the right season, the weather's good. You know, you've gone out into the garden, found out that your antenna's rusting away or fallen down in the winds. And, you know, it's nice to have an upgrade, you know, get yourself set up for the new DX season. So beginning with the Alpha Delta range, let's see if I can do this. Is there any problem with the microphone? So we hold this one up here. We've got the, this isn't really going to work, is it? But we'll give it a try. Hold on a sec. Let's try it this way. Right, switch this around. There we go. So this one here is the Alpha Delta DXEE. I'll zoom in at the top there. So as you can see, 40, 20, 15 and 10 meters, 40 feet in length in old money. And the good thing with these is that's I mean, ideally, you don't really need an ATU. It does help, especially on 40. It will give you the WARC bands as well with an ATU. And it's basically no traps. So what you'll find with many multi-band antennas nowadays are they're trapped. You know, they're trapped and not the most efficient in that way. However, this one is a fan dipole. So if I go down here, you will see that you've basically got a separate dipole for each band. So you've got a resonant dipole on each band that you're going to use. And as you all know, that's a really good way of doing that. So if I move along from this one, we've also got, for those of you that like a good chin wag on 80 meters, we do the DX80. So 134 feet in length. So you're going to need a bit of a garden, a bit of a stretch, but it will cover from 3.5 up to 30 megs. So 80 all the way through to 10. Or on fan dipole arrangements, have a quick Google. It's basically single dipoles connected to one feed point, and it works very well. Now moving on to this one, as you can see, we've got the DXB, which will give you top band 80, 40 and 30 meters. So ideal for those winter nights, fast approaching. Blink and summer will go. Again, with all of the alpha delta antennas, really well constructed, and you're looking at around, I think it's 2 kilowatts on power handling for these. So I mean, I can suggest, even if you live by the coast, these are ideal antennas for sort of windy installations, etc. They really are built to last, and the insulators are very well built. We do sell the insulators separately. I've shown those quite a few times. As used by our man Dave that used to work here. You can all remember M0COM. And he has worked an absolute ton of DX with one of these fan dipoles. So there we go. However, if you're more into creating your own antenna and you want to say go for a Yagi, we've now got back in stock. Move around. These. So these are the E-antenna baluns for Yagis 1-to-1, 3 kilowatts, and we'll do top band through to 6 meters. So if you're creating a Yagi for those bands, absolutely ideal. And as you can see, it's kind of done it looks like a piece of coax, but obviously it's not, but it's done in a nice long length, and basically you can strap that to the boom of the antenna, and they work really well, and they're quite reasonable. So check the website for those. I believe they do a 5 kilowatt version as well. So whilst I've got the camera up in my hand, we'll have a quick look at the used. We're hopefully going to be doing a bit of a used bonanza come the bank holiday, so we've got a couple of weeks for that. So I am hiding used equipment as usual. I know that winds Martin up, but I like to do one big sell off on a bank holiday of the used equipment. So here we go, Kenwood TS480 SAT. Now, I think we may still have 1 or 2 of these left. They are coming to you. And next to that, we have a lovely Kenwood TS890. Now that's a great saving on the price of a new one. And for those of you that don't know about that, it is a single receiver, 100 watts, HF and 6, but a really great performer. The receive on these are exceptional. Sort of rate really highly on the Sherwood report. And if you're a CW op, 50 hertz filtering on it. So absolutely superb. Touchscreen, display out to a monitor, no problems there. USB controlled as well if you want to use the PC for FT8, etc. Absolute beauty of a radio. Next to that, the little brother or sister, Kenwood TS590SG, HF and 6 meters. Again, one of the best kept secrets in ham radio. If you if you don't like the touchscreens, etc., then this is the one to go for. More of a traditional style radio. Next to that, we've got a couple of SP38s. So if you've treated yourself to a IC7300 or a 9700, then that's a good saving on that. I think it's about a £40 saving. So we've got 2 of those. We did have 3. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, I'm sure I bought 3 in. So under £100, treat yourself to one of these. Moving across, Yaesu FT818 NDs, 6 watts output, T6O as standard, shack in your pocket basically. Now you know how much I love these. Jonathan will go on week upon week about his 705. However, I'm a little bit traditional, and I do still love the FT818 ND. That, and the wife has also said that I can't buy a 705 yet. So I don't know why she wants a new kitchen, but we'll see. We'll see. Right. So under £500 for one of those. So if you're newly licensed, if you're going to stick on 10 watts, for example, and you're not looking to progress any further, absolutely great radio. And with the weather the way it is now, take one of these, knock up a 6 meter antenna, go and sit on a hill somewhere, work a bit of sporadic E, and you'll have so much fun with that. 5, which is just sold, so ignore that. ICOM ID 5100, 2 and 70 D star, twin receive, beautiful radio, nice clear display. So if your eyesight is a bit like mine and it's failing a bit, that's a great option. Now this is pretty rare. An FL133 filter. So if you've been looking for one of those for a while, we do have one in stock. We've got a couple of fun cubes. They're at £99. So again, 149 new. In fact, I'm actually going to go, when I finish this, I'm going to go and change the price of those. And today, for this weekend, we'll do those at £75. So if you're after a fun cube, I'm going to do that at £75 as soon as I finish this. Did have an FT2D, that's sold. Got a Microset R25, 2 meter linear. So if you're running a handheld, nice way to boost the power up. Still got this little ELAD speaker. Now, I know a lot of you've got ELAD FDM duos, so I'd say jump on that as soon as you can. Kenwood TMD 710GE. As you know, these are no longer available now from Kenwood. So it's kind of a last chance saloon if you want to grab one of these. 529 or 549 new price and under 400 now. So that's a great saving. So moving across. For those of you that are going to hang out by the airports when the flights start going again, got a Uniden USC 230E. Ideal for a bit of airband receive, or if you're down the coast, bit of marine receive. Nice BHI DSPKR. As you can see, nice extension speaker. And you can adjust the incoming audio there as well with the noise cancellation. Next to that, little Whistler WS1025. Produced in the States. Nice little desktop scanner. And then moving down, we've got TS570. Nice and easy operation. Then I'd say go for one of these. HF only, 100 watts, built-in ATU. Just a nice radio to use. And £450 basically. Now that's a real good price to get onto HF with a decent man-sized radio. There we go. Now, if you can't push to the 400, we've got a TMD 710E, so that's without the GPS. And you can pick up GPS modules, obviously, on eBay and the likes. So, that's the majority of the used equipment that we've sort of got out and what hasn't been sold over the week. As I said, I have got a hell of a lot of used equipment upstairs, ranging from sort of DX3000s, I've got 991s, got a hell of a lot of variety up there. Got a few handhelds, etc., which we've taken on, sort of fairly new ones, so that would be good. I'm just going to have a little walk around. Try and keep the social distancing. As you can see, we are open. You're more than welcome to come in with your face masks, etc. And normal hours occur. Obviously, please don't come down in sort of groups of 10 unless a few of you want to wait outside. Right, let's switch that round. See if we've got any messages, if this is still working. There's the XDemo FT2, FTDX 705, SRS Forever. We've been having a good little chat there. Hi all to the Stockport Radio. So hi Neil, how you doing? No, see Gary, I clipped the road to my top last time, and everyone said they couldn't hear me. So as soon as I put it onto this, they're absolutely fine. So bit of a mumbler. Paul said he's not getting any MLS newsletters and registered your email. We can have a look into that for you. I would say just try and re-register if it allows you. If not, we're trying to get you removed and redo it that way, Paul. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. Right. Another quick one as well, as you probably saw as I scanned through. Or you just want to delve into SDR, you don't want to spend too much money, then we have restocked again in these. So the SDR plays, nice UK company as well. And these are absolutely superb. USB connectivity, straight onto the PC or laptop. SMA connection. And this is it's ABS, I suppose. Case on these. Under £100. And you basically, I mean, if you look back in time and you look at what sort of receivers you could get for under £100 and the coverage that does, it's just phenomenal. It's such a step forward, and the software is absolutely beautiful. Support from the guys is superb. Great forums. I believe it's open source software still as well. So if you're into a bit of IT fiddling, bit of programming, perfect for you. Absolutely perfect. Now they do the 1A. They do a duo version, which is obviously a twin receive. And the more you kind of spend, the more sort of features you get within the unit itself. So this is a die-cast cover on it. Again, USB on there. And then you've got connections here. So two SD connections and also long wire connection as well for HF. So if you're specializing on HF receive, that's, perfect, absolutely perfect for you. And they do multi-antenna port version, the DX as well, which is again a die-cast cover. Bring that in a little bit. And just basically this one's sort of been done for HF, the DX version. So it's primarily enhanced for the HF side of operating. But again, I mean, all of them less than £300. The most expensive one, less than £300. And it's just phenomenal, as I said, for what you're going to get for the money. Right, so moving on from here. One sort of last item to kind of show you, which is just the random one I saw when I was walking around picking stock, is these. So these are the West Mountain Radio comm speakers. 3 watts output on these, just over 65 dB on speaker sensitivity as well, so great for communications listening. Frequency response of 45 through to 18,000 hertz. So powered by 5 volts, and just a nice set of extension speakers, etc. Then just run a set of them. Again, check the website for those. I believe they're quite reasonable, so you've got no issues there at all. Another quick one saying about building antennas, back in stock again. Diamond BU50s. So these are great. These are top band through to 6 meters. Oh, sorry, they're not 6 meters. I always make that mistake because of the 50. They're actually top band through to 40 megs. Strange, but they are. Nice and easy if you're making a dipole, SO239 on the bottom there, and then a nice connection on the top. And again, they're ABS, so they're pretty weatherproofed. But don't forget your self-amalgamating tape. Now again, if you are doing a dipole or you want to knock an antenna up, you've got one of our end-fed wires, etc. We've got hard-drawn copper wire back in stock, which is a 25-meter run, 50 meters, and 100-meter runs. Again, just use the drop-down menu on the website for those. And again, the flex weave variant as well. So that's a covered flex weave. So nicely weatherproofed. And again, 25 meters, 50 and 100 meter runs of those available. Now, if you're a little bit like me and you can't be bothered, you just want to get on the air quickly, maybe you're going portable, you've got a DX Commander pole, for example, got 9-to-1 baluns with the wire back in stock again. So I think they're about £70, so quite affordable. Gets you straight on there, a bit of coax into there, and away you go. And we have restocked. They seem to be making a resurgence. G5 RVs are back in stock. Now we do two variants of these as we do with the wire. So you've got a hard drawn version, which is fine if you're going to leave it up as a permanent installation. However, we do the flex weave versions as well, which are better if you're going to be sort of putting it up, maybe dropping it back down come the evening or vice versa during the day. Stops it all getting tangling, because any of you that's had one of those hard drawn ones, you know that if you're going to be putting it up and down, it's going to wind, it's going to coil up, etc. So go for a flex weave version. Got those back in stock, half size and full size versions of those. So just going to quickly check the messages again. So have we got any 991A used in the pipeline? Yes, we do. More, which is next weekend. I'm sure it's next weekend. I think I'm back in next weekend, so it must be. So yeah, we're just going to get a note. Is there? I'm just looking. Is there anything in the junk? No, no, no. There's no junk around anymore. I had a good clear out. Got a bit of buffering. That's probably Gary's Wi-Fi that he set up for us in here. Okay. Anything else? Side to pull. 7200s or 7100s. Do you know what? I've not seen a 7200 for what could be probably going on maybe a year, maybe even more than a year since I've seen the 7200. It's weird because we used to get quite a few of those in used, normally sold for around £500-600. They've just dried up. So whether everyone's just kind of gone, oh, I'm keeping this, it's robust, it's easy to use. So yeah, no, I've not seen one. 7100s, no doubt there is one upstairs. I have to take a look. With regards to stuff going through the workshop as well, just so you know, there is a bit of a delay at the moment. So we're looking at between 4 to 5 weeks for turnaround on anything kind of into the workshop. Obviously, we're trying to push warranty repairs through as quick as we can. The guys are working really hard upstairs, but it's just been a deluge of people breaking radios. Easy as that. Obviously, you've all been off, and the more you use the radio, the more wear and tear, the more experimenting, I should say. And yeah, we've just got a lot of repairs in. That's also obviously slowing up the time for the used equipment, but we're still down to trying to get things through for 2 to 3 days quarantine, and then maybe a day or two to get the used equipment that we're buying in. So it's normally within the week now that we can make payment to you, or you can go ahead with the part exchange. But we are trying. We are trying. Okay. Misty FT1 comment replies it buffered. No, it's not going to be. It's not going to be you. It's not going to be you with that speed of connection. It's definitely going to be us. It does have. I don't know why it just happens from time to time. I think it's this Huawei that I'm using. Unfortunately, on the weekend we don't have Martin's son doing the video, so we're just having to kind of freestyle with the phone, and at least we've got decent audio equipment now. So 991As, yes, I believe there is one upstairs. Again, ping me an email, tony@hamradio.co.uk. Any of you, if you're after any sort of radios whatsoever, and I saw it reconnecting there, we'll get it through to you straight away. It's not a problem. So hope you enjoyed Amateur Radio Day as well last weekend. Oh, there we go. Someone testing the repeater here. It's good. Nice to hear a voice come through. Yeah, as I was saying, hope you enjoyed Amateur Radio Day. Jonathan was on FT8 with G2ML. And John went on, I believe, on 4 meters. So JP was on 4 meters. Richard was on 80 meters and 40. I went on 10 and worked nothing whatsoever. So to be fair, I only went on for 20 minutes. I was just enjoying having a day off. The weather wasn't too bad. So, but yeah, I worked at zero stations. I'm ashamed to say, absolutely ashamed to say. Okay. Can you tell what about Zoom Hotspot? Can you tell what about Zoom Hotspot? What would you like to know about Zoom hotspots? We do have them in stock, the little Zoom Raspberry Pi Zero hotspots. All pre-built by the staff here, so fully functioning before they leave us. All you have to do is log on, put your details on to PiStar, I believe. Web access for that, get it set up, set your Wi-Fi up, make sure you've got your DMR, IDs, etc. already done, D-Star logins, and away you go. I've got one, Jonathan's got one, Gary's got one, John's got one. We've all got one. I use mine with the ID51 for D-Star in the car, so that's quite nice. Works really well. When I go home, it logs onto the home Wi-Fi. So they're in stock, 169.95, I believe. But yeah, as long as you've got the radio for the mode you want to use, absolutely fine. So if you've got you can get a DMR handheld for under £100. Get you straight onto DMR with one of those. So that's a good way of doing it. We have got the Globetrotter as well. Jonathan's taken that home this weekend to have a quick look at. Jonathan and I are going to be doing a video this coming week with that. So we've not actually tried it out yet. It's basically a hotspot that you can, from what we can tell, you can leave. Yes, kind of kicking ourselves because you won't need a radio for it, but it looks like it's going to be fun. But we're just trying to get our head around on the setup, etc. And hopefully it'll be fairly easy to use, and we can do a quick brief rundown so that Gary doesn't get bombarded with support calls for it. But we will be doing a more in-depth review of that product. As I said, that should be going out next Friday, if all goes well. Hopefully we can get that to work. Also, we've got another product that Gary's working on at the moment. He'll be doing a video on that in the sort of next 2 to 3 weeks. As I said, we're going to try and do a few more in-depth videos just on separate products. I know the last few we've been having a quick chat about products we've got here, but if there's anything you'd like, email in and we'll try and do one for you. Not too technical. We are salespeople at the end of the day, and we know probably as much as you do. It's just the fact that we spend a little bit more time reading up on it during the day, and we can do that. So let's have a look through and see what we've got here. Any offers on antenna analyzers? All depends what you want. We've got Sarks are in stock, as I said last time. The 110s, they went out on the mail out. If you want a Metro VNA, I've got those in stock. I think I've got 180s and 250s. Again, the prices are always good. But if you're watching the live and you want to place an order, ring the guys now. John's down the back there. Well, both Johns. Paul's in as well today. You might know dispatch Paul. So ring through, place an order, tell them I spoke to Tony, I'm in UK mainland, I want free shipping. Tony said so, and I'll get them to do free shipping on it. So at least that saves, sort of £11, £12. And if you're buying something for £100, 10% off, really. So it's not a bad way to do it. I saw a lot of laughing faces up here. How does the Globetrotter work, Gary says. You tell me, Gary. You tell me, because I thought you were doing the video for it. You will see in the video how it works. I promise you that. I'm not going to be defeated by it, that's for sure. Okay. What else have we got? Gaz, you make better videos. He does. He does make a better video. I don't claim to make a better video at all. But the problem is, which is for one of Yesu's releases, which is the 101ZD. So we're hoping that Gary will finish the 101ZD video really soon. I'm not sure if their stock's still available. I know we've got one in the showroom, I believe. But he's told me it's a big step forward in amateur radio. We'll see. We'll see when the video comes out. One back on you there, Gary. One back on you. Anyway, listen. Have a great weekend. I'm going to disappear. There was a customer in here a little while ago that wanted to buy something. He's gone outside to enjoy the sunshine. So I need to arrange some paperwork for him. Thank you for watching and giving us a bit of time during your day. The big man, the governor, will be back at some point. He's A-OK. So thumbs up to you, Martin, if you're watching. And as I said in the mail out, we are looking at sending him out in the Twizzy again to do a bit of his roving reporting. Roving reporting. We'll see, but I'm sure it's 40, 50 mile range on that Twizzy. You never know. I believe he's got a bicycle. Maybe we can get him on his bicycle. That'd be a good video. Bicycle mobile. Anyway, listen, have a great time. Get onto the radio, and I'll see you again for the lives next week because it's going to be me. We're going to get the used equipment out, as I said. And yeah, take it easy and have a good one. See you soon. Bye bye.